What's good, everybody? Welcome back to DarkWaters9. Today we have some of the most mysterious paranormal footage caught on camera. Ghost encounters, unexplained creatures, ancient evidence, and videos that play out like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. This one will make you question everything. Let's get into it. Did this Ring camera catch something on video that we weren't supposed to see?
Okay guys, it happened again. It's 1:46 a.m. in the morning and disappearing.
That is so weird. Look how he just phase shifts into nothing. I'm trying to figure out if this is a camera glitch or something going on, but you can see that this line on the sidewalk appears visible, but as soon as he walks past it, the question is does the Ring camera shift people out when you start getting to the edge?
No. Don't go out that door yet. Who knows with him?
Wait till this shit starts melting.
It is. Look at it coming out. It's like a shower.
What are you doing? Recording it?
Yeah. I gotta show my wife and kids. They don't believe me. This shit.
Christ.
He barely even cracked it.
Yeah, you don't have a cracker.
Good thing I grabbed four curtains.
You probably should just explain to him you work at Bowser's Castle from Mario Brothers. Exactly what type of beef were the Tartarians dealing with to wield some type of sci-fi weapon like this? You feel me? This is something they'll get out the trunk in a Men in Black. You remember that scene where they popped the trunk on the Men in Black and they gave Will Smith that little cricket? You know what I'm saying? Send you back to 1401. You know, ain't no reset popping off today, bucko.
I keep telling y'all, bring y'all butt to Texas. Oh, it gets you a dime. Oh, Lord. Yes, sir. Check it out, you guys. I wouldn't let her get in the way. I'd tackle her before I let her get away. I keep telling y'all, bring y'all butt to Texas.
Damn, look at the size of that thing. It's almost bigger than him. Look at the teeth on this river monster. Texas, what exactly y'all got going on in those waters? My man here pulled out the Loch Ness Monster.
This is not created by humans, but by nature itself. Behold, Fingal's Cave on the island of Staffa in Scotland. Formed around 60 million years ago, this towering sea cave is made of natural basalt columns, created by ancient lava flows. Rising 22 meters high, it looks carved, but every pillar is purely natural. This is not created by humans.
Did they say lava created that? It kind of resembles like a root system of a tree, like the bark's coming off or something. I want to go see it, but it almost looks like it was carved out in a way, you know? What if this was a door? If this was a door inside Fingal's cave, what do you think will be in the inside? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.
Oh, we got your ass. We got your ass now. There is no way you can tell me how this was made. There's no way. Just look at the detail in the face. Come on, brother. Now this statue is located in France, and many of the locals believe that this is no normal statue, that this was once a real woman who was turned into stone.
Dang, how did it happen? Did Medusa get her?
Oh my days, you can see the pain in her eyes. So lifelike, so real. Technique that they used, what kind of hammer and chisel is this? If you could just find just one person today that could recreate this design, I'll take back all my words. But until then, oh, we got your ass.
I mean, really look at this. You can see the silhouette of the sheet hanging from her hands. And this is made out of stone? It's like the Kailasa temple and all those mysterious temples in that region have like the craziest structures. And then you get like to these statues that look petrified by how good the detail is. I can definitely understand why people can start asking questions about the erased history.
Zeno! 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 You're right now, I don't give a.
This man is doing a Scientology sprint. This man is just running through Scientology trying to see what's going on, I guess.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm Wallahi, I'm going in. I'm Wallahi. I'm Wallahi. I'm Wallahi, I'm going in here. Where's Zenu?
Look, what do they got going on in here? Maybe this is our chance to analyze what's inside. We're getting behind the scenes. Look at this image they have on the wall. What exactly are they trying to reference here? It looks like some stairs leading up. What does this mean, guys?
Zeno's not here. Huh? Okay, I'll go on the other one. Damn, you got a nice haircut.
Well, I guess somebody mapped it out, so we got partial of a map. We can see the congregation area on the top right. You go down the hallway, go down the stairs. They have their small gift shop / library over here. This is their initiation deck. Oh man, we're at what? 50% of the map getting cleared, boys.
What if the stars are not what we've been told they are? For centuries, people have looked up at the night sky and wondered what those lights really are. Today, we're told they are distant suns, massive balls of gas burning millions of miles away. But when people zoom in on them, something doesn't look right. They flicker, they shimmer, almost like light moving through water, not solid, not fixed, almost alive. Ancient texts describe something different. In Genesis 1 verse 6 it says, "And God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." A firmament, a structure above the earth. And in Genesis 1 verse 14, "Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth." Lights in the firmament, not distant galaxies, placed in the sky. But then it gets even stranger. In Revelation 1 verse 20 it says, "The 7 stars are the angels." Stars as angels. And in Job 38 verse 7, when the morning...
Just read that first line, "The mystery of the 7 stars which you saw in my right hand." Whew, man, that is powerful.
As angels. And in Job 38 verse 7, when the morning stars sang together, and all the sons of God shouted for joy. Stars, singing. So what exactly are the stars? Distant suns, or something else entirely? Because when you compare what is written to what is shown, it raises a question. Why do these objects look so different when observed directly, compared to how they are described today?
Even in the book of Ezekiel, it says a wheel within a wheel. And looking at this image, it looks like a circle and then another circle around it. Then you got a black one in between that circle. And then you got a circle in the very middle. This is the kind of footage that keeps me up at night asking questions.
And if the stars are not what we've been told, then the real question is, what are we actually looking at when we look up at the sky?
Someone asked this person, how do you get your hands like that? But before I play this creepy footage, let's analyze it. Look at the rings. You know, I never seen any type of creepy, scary ring, somebody rocking that, you know, unless it's on like a Dark Souls video game or Elden Ring or something, you know? And look at the actual fingers. Like, it doesn't match the skin complexion. It almost looks like it's decaying. And then the nails are black at the tip. It's definitely giving me like some evil villain vibes you would see like Rita from Power Rangers, but this is more scary than Rita. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of years. Like history. I like Santal and incense mixed. Of course, we had a big thing to say, so we said it. A lot of years.
Look, it's almost like what is it, like when you frostbite, you know, when you put your hands in like ice for too long, and they're saying it took a lot of years. Why would you want your hands to look like they've been frostbitten is the question. Why this person is being seen around celebrities, I guess. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, she makes Rita look like a princess. Then you got your boy Jay-Z here locking foreheads while her arms are up, looking like she's about to levitate. And look, she's barefooted by the looks of it. What is going on here? Alright, divers, you know what time it is. If you thought I wasn't going to hit you with another mysterious, excellent specimen of the day today, think again. This is another crazy one. A green Vivinite geode. This geode just got cracked at the right angle to give it that luxury look of those green, whatever those are. Vivinite. Man. The rating I'm gonna give this, if you're new around here, we rate these 1 through 10, and we try to give it a name for the specimen. The rating I'm gonna give this a 9.0, and I'm gonna call this the Dragon Eye. 9.0 Dragon Eye. I want you to give it a rating and the name and drop it in the comments below. Oh no, people online are saying they found the egg-shaped UFO in Antarctica.
Okay, we gotta talk about this egg UFO they found in Antarctica. The one that was leaked by a supposed government whistleblower on a certain website that shall not be named. This blower claims to have been part of the recovery mission of a very interesting UAP that's allegedly of ancient origin. UFOs and ancient civilizations? Pfft, I'm about to blow a little something myself. Your mind. This egg-shaped UAP, as it's being called, was found deep in a cave in the Queen Elizabeth mountain range in Antarctica, along with a 700-year-old humanoid being in a stasis pod who was still alive, woke up, and talked to us.
Every single science fiction movie I have ever seen has taught me that's a bad idea. If you've seen the movie Prometheus, what happened when they woke him up?
Reminder, this is just speculation from an anonymous post and is for entertainment purposes only. Did you hear that, algorithm? Our whistleblower says he worked for the US Department of Defense in a long Q&A style post with some pretty juicy info, starting the thread off by telling us this video was taken in November of 2022, showing what appears to be a large, smooth, spherical object, not unlike a lot of the Tic Tac UAPs we've been seeing, dangling at the end of a long rope being airlifted by a helicopter. He insists it's an egg-shaped UAP of ancient origin, made from an unknown metal that no one was able to open. Now, let me just preface everything I'm about to reveal by saying the site this leak was posted on isn't exactly known for being a reliable source of valid information, but on the other hand, is known for being notoriously anonymous, which admittedly would be ideal for whistleblowers who wish to stay hidden. Either way, take this all with a grain of salt, because what is interesting is that the video shown here is extremely similar to another one released by News Nation, a legitimate American cable news and video network just days earlier. And once again, their video shows an egg-shaped UAP in the same night vision filter dangling at the end of a long rope hanging from a helicopter.
The egg was hovering for like 3 seconds. It's not on the ground. This appears to be on dirt. And it's like it's descending, getting closer to the ground. And then bam, it lands.
Which they confirm was leaked to them by another whistleblower that they themselves validated. 2 separate videos just a few days apart, both with the same looking egg UFO. Is there something to this, or is it all just a coordinated distraction? Along with the video, News Nation also interviewed Jake Barber, a decorated US Air Force veteran who was contracted by the DoD as a helicopter pilot for crash retrieval. And he reveals that some of his retrievals were definitely not of human origin. He admits that he was sent on helicopter retrievals of unknown objects that he would extract and transport with a long rope, missions that took place at night, and mentions on one particular extraction as he looked down at the object he was carrying through his night vision lens, he saw, and I quote, an egg. A white egg with no visible propulsion system, which is exactly what we see in both of the videos, confirmed by the one manning the helicopter. And bro looks shell-shocked revealing these claims, saying he felt possessed by some ethereal energy during this job.
He definitely has a lot on his mind. Look at his eyes. I don't think he blinked once.
And that shortly after, he and his colleagues got really sick, lost all of his hair, and his skin started to peel. Even developed heart problems he's never had before, so Stanford immunologist Gary Nolan took a look at his health diagnostics, insisting he's never seen anything like what Barber and his team experienced, even suggesting the sickness may not be of earthly origin. Jake's claims are also backed up by testimonies from many other of his fellow veterans, like Don Paul, another decorated Special Forces operator who worked with Jake Barber and confirms everything he's saying. Now, along with the egg UAP, the original whistleblower thread reveals that a coffin-like stasis pod was also recovered from the cave in Antarctica, which he says he has pics of, and well, he delivered. According to him, this pod they found had a humanoid being inside that was kept alive without the use of cryogenics. They brought it up to a lab, and very quickly the being awoke from its stasis sleep pod and started interacting with the humans. It was very tall, around 8 feet, with blue eyes, pale skin, white long hair, and a very human-like face, while at the same time looking very non-human.
I know people online are going to say, man, that looks like a Palladian.
This, in ufology, would be what we call the Nordic aliens, or the tall whites. It proved to be very intelligent, learning English and German in less than a week, and was able to speak directly to the scientists, and can also communicate with select humans telepathically, which you would hear as your voice in your own head, like giving yourself a monologue. The being explained to the team that he was born here 700 years ago, and that his people saved humans from a creator race who engineered us to serve them millions of years ago, which is pretty much exactly what the ancient Sumerian Anunnaki myth is about, which the alien said humanity passed that story down from that very real event. The whistleblower says they even took photos of its thing, which, in case you're wondering, looks like ours, but the tip is more similar to a chimpanzee. His words, please don't look that up. He did also mention that our government has a sort of internal division on what they want to do with this sort of information. That everyone involved falls into one of 2 groups, those that want disclosure, revealing aliens and UFOs to the public, and those that don't. And that all the UAP Congress hearings, the News Nation video, the Jake Barber leaks we've been shown are all just distractions by the people who want to keep it hidden. Then he shows us additional photos of the egg, the stasis pod, the Antarctic cave they found everything in, which he claims is from the other group. The cave was part of a larger underground alien base that had been there for thousands of years but has since been abandoned. All they found there was the egg, the sleeping pod, and another metallic box filled with books written in Sumerian and Proto-European. One of
Has anybody heard about these leaks? Man, this sounds like they trying to pop off Independence Day 2.
The photos even feature what he calls unexplained writing, possibly hieroglyphics, on the walls. These caves were supposedly found in the Queen Elizabeth mountain range in Antarctica, which, oddly enough, this area specifically is extremely pixelated on Google Earth when you zoom in. Meanwhile, other areas right beside it are full of detail. Is there any reason this region was kept off the radar? Our totally reliable 4chan whistleblower finishes off with a very concerning message, claiming that something called the Dwight D. Eisenhower Alliance is very real, where former President Eisenhower met with some of these aliens way back in the 50s and traded American civilians in exchange for their technology, which they studied and developed in classified government projects. But by this time, the thread started going off the rails, with the OP claiming it was hijacked by government disinformation agents pretending to be him, posting another close-up shot of the infamous egg UAP that even shows some sort of markings and writing all over it, but it could very well be AI at this point, which it kinda sucks that AI has sort of infiltrated our sphere of tangible evidence. And today, even real UFO and alien photos and videos could easily be dismissed as AI and mocked. Pics or it didn't happen is officially irrelevant. We do know, at least with a higher degree of certainty, that the News Nation video could very well be real, and this egg UAP is currently in the government's possession. Unless this really is just a massive distraction to cover up what's really happening, which honestly would be even more terrifying. But if it is real, I have a feeling that whatever it is will be revealed to us sooner than later.
The egg was hovering for like 3 seconds. It's not on the ground. This appears to be on dirt. And it's like it's descending, getting closer to the ground. And then bam, it lands. Let's figure this out together. And look at this bed. Unless it's a lot larger than what we think it is. And look at this terminal system it has. It looks like it has cords going into this med bed or whatever this photo is that they're describing. The alien was inside. And where was this location at? You mean to tell me nothing disturbed this entire time? It was in cryostasis. And then they're saying there's some markings when you get closer up on it. This is interesting. That's some symbols I never seen before. But I'm gonna let you guys be the judge. What do you guys think about this? Is it fake? Or are they trying to pop off Independence Day 2?
This is the person who can read an entire room in 30 seconds, who can see the narcissist's mask before anyone else in the relationship even suspects there is a mask, who can predict the emotional trajectory of a conversation from its first sentence, and who is, beneath all that perception, quietly falling apart, because the perception has no ground, it has no counterweight. It is a satellite with no orbit, spinning brilliantly and heading nowhere. And you can feel this in the loneliness of it, the particular loneliness of perception without participation. Loneliness of perception without participation. You see the world with unnerving clarity, and the clarity itself becomes the barrier. You see through people, through situations, through the polite fictions that hold social life together. And the seeing isolates you, because you can no longer participate in what you have decoded. You cannot unsee. And what you see, you carry alone, because the people around you are still inside the narrative you stepped outside of years ago. That is the lived experience of godless hybris, not a philosophical abstraction, not a concept in a textbook you underlined twice, a Tuesday afternoon, a dinner table where you say nothing because you have already seen the whole conversation before it happens. A friendship you cannot fully enter because you are always, in some corner of your mind, reading it instead of living it. A relationship where you love someone and simultaneously watch yourself loving them, annotating the experience in real time, never quite arriving in the moment because the part of you that observes has overtaken the part of you that participates.
What an interesting view, being able to read emotional trajectories. Sounds almost like a discernment you can't turn off, even if you wanted to. Airports are getting weird. It looks like they have some type of capsule showing up.
But airports are still being weird, and we have ish like this happening, bro.
Y'all, why does this look like a space pod? Like something is happening with our skies, because why does that look like it came out of the heavens hard? Why does it look like the first time Vegeta entered the atmosphere to fight Goku, bro? Why is our life a movie? Why is our life a real life anime? So what comes next after this?
What the hell? I didn't see.
What is it? It doesn't look like someone can sit inside it. It looks like it's like a stairway to something or a platform at the bottom. So this is the bottom. It has to be some type of hydraulic pump. If this was some type of capsule, I'm trying to figure out where they're going to sit at.
That's like a space, bro. That's like a space thing.
And then look at these, bro. This lady was driving on the side of the road in Texas and came across this train with these things on top of it. Now, I don't want to make an assumption, bro, but are these the same thing that was on the top of the truck? Are these the same? Look at these. What are these? Whoa. Bro, this shit looks like Starlink on the ground. Isn't that what Starlink looks like, bro? That's crazy.
This weird train. Some kind of aliens. It says Vestas on it.
These are pretty weird. Like, I'm trying to figure out, does it have some type of cargo in it? But it does look like whatever we were just looking at.
She talking about it said Vestas or Vespas or something like that. I have no idea. But y'all, it seems to be a lot of activity still going on in the sky because planes are still being grounded.
I'm just reporting live from the New Orleans airport. If you are planning on flying out today, you are not flying out today. This is just a sneak peek. There's no end. There's no end. We are not coming home today, tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen. I think we have to road trip, and I'm not over-exaggerating that.
They made the movie Don't Look Up because they don't want us to see what's going on in the skies. But when you greet somebody, you say, "What's up?"
That is absolutely madness. Look at all those people. Oh my goodness. That is terrible. Imagine having a trip and then you get to the airport and there's a line out to the parking lot. Man, all those reservations, that is, man.
Don't look up because they don't want us to see what's going on in the skies. But when you greet somebody, you say, "What's up?" Because that's your natural response to look up to see what's going on in the skies. And right now, y'all, we can all concur there's some weird activities happening in the skies. I know it's all part of the shift that we on. Let me know what you guys think about this video, man. The shift is here. Let's continue to get it. Peace.
PSA, if you are flying into New Orleans or out of New Orleans, no, you're not.
So that's all we got for today's video. If you made it this far, the code word is UFO. Go ahead and drop UFO in the comments below. When you do that, that lets me know you made it all the way to the end and your family. I just want to say thank you for hanging out with me. This was Mysterious Videos that made me question everything. See you later.